Are you preparing for your English test? Well, if you are, then you need to watch this entire video. Today we are going to talk about Duolingo English test. Did you hear about the new update of Duolingo English test? Don't worry, if you haven't, this video will be your one-stop guide to understanding the changes and also acing the test with the confidence. For those of you who haven't heard about Duolingo English test, what is it? Duolingo English test is a creative computer-based English proficiency test that you can take anywhere from the comfort of your home. It's designed to be faster, more affordable, and more flexible compared to traditional tests like TOEFL and IELTS. Now, whether you need it for your university applications, immigration purposes, or just you want to gauge your progress, then Duolingo English test offers a convenient and accessible way to get it certified. And if you are an international student, which I'm assuming you are because you're watching my video, think of it as a passport to your dream universities. And the best part is that you can even try a free sample test on the official website. Now let's talk about those updates. There are 3 new updates. Number 1 is filling the blanks. Here you will get sentences or short passages with missing words. You will see list of words, phrases, or letters to choose from. Select the option that makes the most sense to both from grammatical and within the context of the sentence. So that's the first change. Second one is read and select. In this task, you will see word on the screen. You will have 5 seconds to decide if the word is a real word or in English or it's something else. And there will be 10 to 20 words in this section. So they'll keep displaying the words. You select true, like yes, it is English. No, it is not. Third one is interactive writing section. In this, you will have 5 minutes to write about a topic that is given to you. Then you will have to write a follow-up response for 3 minutes. So that was it. Those were the 3 new changes to the Duolingo English test. Now, even with these new updates, you have nothing to worry about. All you need is some practice. If you want to avoid these new updates, then you absolutely can. The update will only apply after April 2nd. So if you book your test before that, you won't have to go through these changes. But if you book it after April 2nd, these changes will apply to it. And I love the fact that Duolingo English test is super cool and it is accepted by 5,000 plus universities. Just click the link on the description and schedule your Duolingo English test as soon as possible. So that's all about the new updates. Now, I do want to kind of give you tips on how to crack that because I have gone through the same process and I want to help you figure out and prepare for this test. Now, first one is understanding and knowing your test. Duolingo English test consists of 2 main parts. First, adaptive test, which is roughly about 45 minutes. So this section uses adaptive testing where the difficulty of question adjusts based on your performance. The better you do, the harder questions it gets and vice versa. It assesses your skill in 4 key areas: reading, listening, writing, and speaking. While specific questions may vary, they commonly involve multiple choice questions and fill in the blanks and sentence ordering, image description, and short writing tasks. I love it. I love the test because it's like judging you on how you are able to communicate in English. This adaptive test takes around about 45 minutes. Next comes the writing and speaking test, which is about 10 minutes. Now, this unscored section provides writing and speaking samples for institution to get a more comprehensive picture of your skills. You'll receive open-ended prompts requiring writing responses and short spoken description. And these samples are sent with your official score report to the institution you designate. That's the entire test. It takes about 60 minutes to complete. And again, I love how they are making it more interactive and adaptive. So, link in the description, you should book it. Now, my second tip to get a good score, it is time for you to create a study plan because again, you should have some form of system or a routine, choose a day, choose a time of a day that, okay, from morning 8 to 10 or evening 6 to 8, I'm going to, prepare. This is going to be my study session and I am going to work on my practice and I'm going to continue to study for this test. Again, having a routine really helps you set the rhythm and, consistency is the key even in this section, because it helps you get a good score. Third advice which I will give you is practice makes perfect. This applies to this as well. To excel in Duolingo English test, practice is the key because again, you might not be used to speaking English. So the more you speak, maybe talk with your friends in English, talk with your parents or family, read English newspaper, listen to podcasts and conversations because it's very adaptive. So the more you spend time listening, reading, writing, the more you will get better at this. And finding like a Duolingo buddy, that will be even awesome, because studying with a friend can be, accountability and motivating as well. You can quiz one another, discuss the strategies and how to get together. So again, practice, practice, practice. It will make you perfect, and having a buddy is a cherry on a top, because it will provide you feedback, encouragement, and accountability. Now, my final tip is address your weaknesses. It is time for you to do some self-reflection, because when you know that here's my weak areas, maybe speaking is not my thing, because when I came to United States, speaking was my weak area and I worked on it. If 10 years ago, if you would have talk to me in English, I would have been fumbling and I wouldn't be able to speak in English. Even right now, I don't think I speak good English, but I practiced again and I learned that this is my weakness. My weakness is, writing and speaking. Again, obviously they go hand in hand, but listening and reading was not that bad. So once you know what your weakness is, you can focus your energy on making that as your strength, or like improving that weakness. I hope that was helpful. If you're considering taking Duolingo English test, their experts are actually organizing a webinar where they will be taking you through these upgrades and even share useful tips for cracking the exam and scoring a good score. Do join the webinar on 6th March. Link of that webinar is also listed in the description box below. I do hope that you understood all 3 new updates that are coming to Duolingo English test, and I hope that tips helped you to crack a good score. If you have any further question, please let me know in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, keep smiling and keep whistling. And by the way, if you like this video, I'm guaranteeing you want to watch this one.